Monday. Fred's just arrived. Fred is Kai and Mike's friend. Well, buddies. Second time lucky. Good morning on Monday. I picked up the camera a minute ago to start saying good morning, and one of the other dogs, Fred, came along, and Fred always has a ball, and then Buddy has to yell because Fred's got a ball and he hasn't got one. So, good morning on Monday. It's probably about it might even be gone 10. It's probably gone 10 because I watched Kelly at 9 o'clock for half an hour, and then I came out and it's probably gone 10. I didn't oversleep. I woke up at like 6:30. I read for a little bit. I got up. I made the mistake of going into the office and sitting down at the computer without getting dressed and doing stuff, and that's why I then ran late. But here I am. I don't know what to do today. I should do some work, obviously. Every day I should do some work. But I also am still wanting to go to B&Q for outdoor paint for the garden. And I'm wondering if I might fit that into today. But I think I should have gone earlier because I think the queues will be building now. I think it's officially a bank holiday Monday today, isn't it? So I don't know maybe I'll leave that till tomorrow. Maybe. Oh, Kai's got a stick or a bone. I just think that's a bone actually. What have you got, Kai? Yeah, it's a bone. Great, it's probably a dead body somewhere. Cheerful thing to say. So yeah, I don't really know what I've got in mind for today. Here comes Moo. Buddy's down here by my feet. Somewhere, there he is. I have got my summer clothes. It's not just this outfit, I mean there are other ones. But every year I put my summer clothes up into the loft in the winter and vice versa, winter clothes in the summer. And I've been asking Natalie to get them down out of the loft for me because I can't go up the ladder at the moment because I've got a bad knee, for several weeks. And she's forgotten and gone back to work or not had time or whatever. Well, Anthony happened to be going in the loft yesterday and I caught him just as he was going in. So he got me it's definitely a bone, big bone. He got me my suitcase full of winter clothes down, so I've got summer clothes. So I've got my first summer outfit on today and I feel a bit more like I'm equipped for the season now because you have obviously proper winter clothes and then you have sort of cross-season clothes, don't you, that are a little bit lighter but not quite light enough, and that's where I was. I've been wearing my not quite light enough clothes and sweltering. This is absolutely thrilling. I am bored. I'm bored listening to me. God knows why you're watching. See you in a bit. Well, Nat and I ended up going to Costco very suddenly, very unexpectedly. The two things we went for, we went for hash browns and flat lawn sausage. I didn't have either of it. But I did get fruit scones and loo rolls and other exciting things. And I've got this beds and mattresses, Costco beds and mattresses catalogue. I'm going to sit in the garden, window shop for a new bed, because I can't afford to buy one anytime soon because I've just bought garden furniture, which I'm sitting on, by the way. Yay for garden furniture. Yeah, window shop for a new bed and eat me scone. It's 10 to 5. I've actually done some work. I have drafted 11 listings. I am not photographing. It's the wrong time of day for photographs in this room. I will do that tomorrow morning. But I feel like I've accomplished something. I've drafted 11 listings, which is more than I've done for days, as usual. So I'm going to go down in a bit and find something to eat. That's it. That's all I've got for you. Barely worth picking up the camera to tell you what's it been. Look, I've done some work. Yay me. Okay. All of my summer clothes have been put away. This suitcase can go in the bin now. It was held together with tape when we put it up last time. This is a pile that's going to go on eBay. And then I've got 3 bags that I need to do the suction thing on with the hoover to go in the loft. Yeah, I feel like I've achieved something at least. It's Tuesday afternoon. I am in the garden. I've got a scone and butter. I've put the washing out. I've got my Kindle. And I am achieving absolutely nothing again. This is becoming a pattern. I may go and do some parcels in a minute. I may not. It's Wednesday. We're in the queue for Tesco's. Why are we in the queue for Tesco's now?
Because lots of other people are at Tesco too.
And why are specifically we in the queue for Tesco's, Nat?
Because man won't have a shopping for anywhere else.
We're in the queue for Tesco's because Natalie didn't bring her NHS badge, which would enable us to bypass the queue. Ho hum. So we're in the queue for Tesco's.
It's not very long, it just goes all the way around the garden.
Okay, Tesco is done. We've just stopped at Nat's work for her to drop off some stuff that she bought for one of the residents. Going home now. Mum is coming over today. Anthony's there doing her garden. He's bringing her over. And we're going to the garden centre. It's going to be her first time out, sort of in public, really. Her first time on display. It's going to be her first time out where there's going to be people. So I'm hoping that she's braced and ready for that. And yeah, we're going to the garden centre because she wants to look at a new bench for the garden apparently, and something else, I can't remember what else. So yeah, so that's, oh, I think we're going to have lunch first. I hope we're going to have lunch first. At home, because you can't go out for lunch anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening next, anyway. Tesco wasn't too bad. I do wish I could get the hang of remembering what I want on the way round instead of having to go back for stuff. Obviously for mum's stuff I have a list, and I still seem to miss one thing every time I have to go back for it. I should write the list in the store order, shouldn't I really? That would be the sensible thing. And for my own stuff I should make a list, and I never do. But it's done now anyway, it's done for another week. And it wasn't too bad. Weren't in the queue very long, even though I bitched about it, we weren't actually queuing for very long at all. And I use the scan and shop. There's a little tip: if you are able to use the scan and shop, then do so, because you get out immediately rather than having to queue. At the moment in our Tesco they're doing a single queuing system, and then they direct you to the next available till. And sometimes that queue seems immense when you're standing in it, but if you use the scan and shop you don't have to stand in it, you go direct to the scan and shop section. So, Carla's tip of the day. Hello, it is about 8 o'clock I think. Molly and I have just dropped Mum home. We did go to the garden centre. It turned into a bit of a frantic thing because we didn't realise it's only open till 4 o'clock at the moment. And it was 3 o'clock when we realised that. So we rushed to the garden centre, and of course when we got there, there's a big queue to get in. And I said to Mum, this way, by the time we get through the queue and get in, it'll be time to come back out. And again, they had a one-way system. And unfortunately the things we wanted to look at were right at the end of the one-way system. So we walked quite a lot of mileage before we got to the thing we were there for. However, we've had a look and come away to think about it some more. It's furniture for Mum's garden basically. And I've just dropped Mum home, we went back to mine and whatever and potted about. Just dropped her home, and now Molly and I are going home, aren't we, Molly? Molly, you alright? Molly, nothing, not a flicker. There she is. Don't do the vlog. No, nothing. Yeah, we're going home, and probably, shocker, going to bed. Ankles are very swollen, hot weather. Not very keen on that. And I'm going to get up in the morning and put my hair dye on first thing. So at least I hope I am, unless I wake up with a headache. That's the only thing that stops me, is if I've got a headache there's absolutely no chance of me messing about with the hair dye. So I will see you on Thursday. Good morning on Thursday. It is 8:20. I've got hair dye on. Excuse the 8 head. Some people have a 4 head, I have an 8 head. I can tell I'm not properly awake because I've just found a fingerprint on my glasses and tried to rub it off with my fingers. Not really awake yet, but I'm up. I've got my hair dye on, I've emptied the dishwasher, I've refilled the dishwasher, I've done the dog's breakfast, the dog's out with Anthony, so I'm cooking with gas. I've made my bed. This room, bit of a shambles, gotta say, bit of a shambles, and it needs a bit of work. But I'm off with Mum today, so I'm gonna do a bit of computery stuff right now. Eyebrows need doing as well. Bit of computery stuff, and then go and wash hair dye off, have a shower, and then get dressed, and then estimate how much time I've got left before I need to leave, and to work out whether I can do anything in here or not, really. And if not, I'll do it later. It's not going anywhere, is it? My mess is not going to be tidied up unless I do it, so it'll still be here for me later on. So yeah, see you in a bit. Mum and I are at Portishead again. Say hello, Mum.
Hello.
Here we go. And Molly. This is Molly's first experience of ducks, but this time we're down by the boating lake instead of up by the cliff edge. And this is Molly's first sighting of ducks, and I don't really know
What she'll do.
how it's going to go. Because she does like chasing birds.
Yeah, you might end up in the lake.
Yeah. Yeah, she might pull me in. Because she does love chasing birds. Yeah, this could go horribly wrong. It's very nice here today, though.
That darling this and darling that. No.
Lovely sludgy bit there, isn't there? That looks very appealing, that bit.
Oh no, no, no.
Yeah, I'd rather Molly didn't go in, I think.
Anything to disrupt their relationship. That's just loads.
You going in, Molly?
I think she just thinks that's too steep a jump. So if we go round.
I let her off to see if she would get in, but it's quite a long drop down, and Mum and I think that maybe she's just not brave enough to do the drop, because she's looked over the edge a couple of times.
She wants to be in the water.
Just going to see how far it is. It's not that far down, it's probably only a foot. You going in or not? So I really want to go in and get those ducks there. They're my baby geese, and I tried to film a minute ago, and I filmed a whole segment that I was quite proud of, and then realised I hadn't actually pressed record. So there are 2 batches, and one lot are older than the others, and we're not sure where the other batch has gone because they were together a minute ago. But one lot have gone off separately with their parents, and I'm not sure whether these are the big ones or the small ones without seeing the other ones next to them. The parents are a little bit defensive, which is understandable, so I've had to persuade Molly to stay well back in case she gets her eyes pecked out. Just after I finished filming, the second family came along, so those are the slightly larger ones and those are the slightly smaller ones over there. And my mum and I were just saying we think it's probably only a fortnight between them.
Yeah.
One lot's probably maybe 2 weeks older than the other.
Lot in a week, so I think they probably are, yeah.
Yeah. And then you haven't got any babies yet, have you? Maybe you're all boys, who knows? I don't know how to tell the difference between one goose and another goose. I know with ducks, but not with geese.
That's the parents of those.
Yeah.
Oh, and the parents of those.
And they've gone off up there, yeah. Molly is
the dog.
asleep on Nanny's couch. Molly's got to go home and have her walk. Molly, what are you doing on Nanny's couch?
Resting.
What are you doing on Nanny's couch?
Been in the water.
There's Molly's bed. There's Molly. You don't care. Where are we? We're at the field. I don't know why I need to ask about the field. I know where I am. We're at the field. There's Nat. And look, Debbie Stacey. This is the first time we've seen each other in... Well, when did lockdown start?
Exactly.
First time since lockdown, we're at the field, we're allowed to socialise. It's not really 2 metres if I'm honest, but I don't care.
It is if you've got really little arms.
If I put the camera at a different angle, if I put the camera over there, we look miles apart.
No, if you're a man, this is definitely 2 meters.
Yeah, men don't understand measurements. I mean, me and Nat aren't spread apart, but then we live together. But we are at distance, we're not going to lick each other, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. You're not, just lick Nat. Debbie's just been telling us about how last time she waxed her nether region, she stuck herself to her laminate floor. So, so yeah, would you like to tell the camera the story?
No.
But that was entertaining.
I've still got bruises.
And yeah, we're talking about our white pasty legs. Look how bright white my legs are, and very dry. I need to moisturise.
And how to wear a mask.
Oh God, hang on. Let me turn the camera and you can.
I had this beautiful mask delivered to me. I had no idea who made it, where it was from. So I washed it just in case it was laced with the coronavirus. Anyway, I've been wearing it for a month like this. And it kept going in my eye, so I kept tucking it over, which kind of defeats the whole object of wearing it. And as after a month it fell to the floor, I saw that all along I've been wearing it the wrong way.
So she's been wearing the damn thing upside down for a month and complaining what a terrible design it was. Brilliant. Brilliant. Only Debbie. I've got friend mail. It came this morning. I didn't have time to open it before I went out, so I'm just going to open it now. So there is a card. I have opened the card already and had a peek, so I knew who I was talking about. So it says, just for you. Hi Carla, I know that you're a fan of pouches, so I thought I'd make you one. Also made you a couple of scrunchies and a headband too. Thank you for all the content that you put on the tube. I do enjoy it. Love from Christine. That's Christine Davies. Thank you so much, Christine. So, oh, hang on, there's a parcel. Oh, bear with. I'll open that one in a sec because I've only got one hand. Hang on. Tipping and hoping things aren't breakable. Oh, look at this. Treasure trove. Wow. So I've got scrunchie. I love the polka dot. I do love it. So I just realised I was holding it up and not showing the camera. Polka dots and a kind of almost a leopard. It's still polka dots, but it's almost leopard print looking. And that I love them. They're brilliant. I do like a scrunchie. I've caught the sun today. My arm's burning. And I love this. Look at this. Bear in mind I own a sewing machine. Why can't I sew? I should teach myself to do stuff. That's lush. I love that. And then a headband. Look at that. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh, and Reese's biscuits. That's tomorrow's breakfast sorted. And whatever this is. I don't know if I can open this with one hand. Hang on, let's find out. As I fling it across the room and hope it isn't breakable. I love the ribbon as well. Fantastic ribbon, Christine. Bear with. Talk amongst yourselves. Bit of bubble wrap, like a bit of bubble wrap. What's it? Ha 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 ha! And into view come Reese's eggs. Ha! Christine, you are an absolute shiny star. Thank you so much. Look at this. Look, this is fabulous. I love people who can make things. I wish I could make things. I'm going to learn to make things. I'm probably not going to learn to make things. Christine, I love it all. Thank you so much. How fabulous. Also in today's mail, Brewster's Millions. We were talking about this. Lex and I were talking about this. I think it was on the Sunday morning show last week. And I was like, I haven't seen that film for years. I've got to get that film. So I think it's John Candy, isn't it? John Candy and Richard Pryor. Yeah. I'm saying it's John Candy. And yeah, it's John Candy. Yeah, that's John Candy, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah. So got John Candy and Richard Pryor and Bruce's Millions. And if you were wondering what we were saying about it, I can't remember either. So go back and look at last Sunday's show. But yeah, I ordered that off eBay, Music Magpie. Less than £3. So yay that. And also, sitting here surrounded by nice smells, because I bought this yesterday in the garden centre. It's a reed diffuser refill. And I didn't, in my ignorance, I didn't know you could buy those. I thought you had to keep on buying new reed diffusers every time. So I've got blueberry blackcurrant, and I've just got Natalie to climb on my bed and get the one down off my bed that I couldn't reach. So I shall have a nice smell in my bedroom. I'm going to have a Reese's egg to go to bed with. I'm going to have a new scrunchie in my hair tomorrow. And tomorrow morning, I might have a lazy morning and watch Brewster's Millions. Because it is actually 10 past 10 at night now, and that's plainly past a 46-year-old woman's bedtime. See you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning on Friday. It's 10 past. I am about to film a quick Simply Be try-on video because I ordered some stuff this week. Just a few bits. Well, it'll be a very short video because I only ordered a few bits. And then I don't know what else today. Work, might cut fringe. Could do with a trim. Yeah, so that's on with Friday. It is, I think, about 12:30. And I need to cut my fringe. I know I keep saying this. In the garden. Natalie's cooking sausage baps. I've tidied a bit of the office and I've packed up a parcel that Anthony wanted me to pack for him. He sold a PS2, so I've parcelled that for him. That was fun. There's a reason I don't sell stuff like that, because it needs careful parcelling. But yeah, so that's done. And I might get some listing done this afternoon. I had this idea that if I listed today I could photograph tomorrow. I filmed a video this morning as well, so that's a bit more done. Yeah, I might do some listing this afternoon. Definitely need to cut the old fringe. Are you bored of hearing it yet? I'm bored of saying it. That made me a sausages with caramelised onion, I think they are, bap. And we've got chips to share apparently, but she's gone away, so they're mine or mine, ha ha! She came back when she heard that.
I think that sort of lets the teenagers and things off the hook, because they'll end up, the fact they're meeting up anyway, probably, gets them off the hook, interestingly.
Well, I listened to Lex this morning, didn't I? She told me to put my big...
I am so hot. It is 10:04. I am absolutely baking. I have changed it into something that is vastly inappropriate. I would never leave the house in this. It's one of those stretchy, strapless beach dresses, and on me it's like a second skin, but at least it's only one layer of clothing. I put my hair up in a crazy pineapple to get it off my neck. I'm going to sit here and do my parcels. I think I've got all this stuff waiting to go. So I'm going to sit here and do my parcels while I watch Lex's final week of her no spend month vlog. Final vlog month spend week Lex. I'm going to watch Lex on YouTube while I do my parcels. So I thought you might watch me do it, even though you'd probably be bored rigid. God, I love it when you just happen to have the perfect box though, eh?
Throw your things away tonight, we'll go a different way, you and me. Tell your friends that this might take some time and you'll be back another day. See us breaking down the barrier. Oh yeah. With the speed of light we cross the stratosphere. Oh yeah. We can go so far, so far away. Baby, let's go far. to an unknown destination, can't you see? I can see us breaking down the barrier. Oh yeah.
Are you all having fun? Just in case anybody thinks Molly's being mistreated, she is absolutely loving this, by the way. This is her idea of the best evening ever. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's 10 to 11. I've been up a couple of hours. I have photographed this lot. I've begun to print labels and then the label printer ran out, so I have ordered new labels. I'm going to bag and tag. Oh, I've scheduled some of them and blah, blah, blah. Just received a negative feedback on eBay, which is really boiling my piss because I refunded the one with no issues. So I sent her a jumper. Unfortunately, it was stained. I hadn't noticed the stain. She sent me a message saying it was stained and she'd like to return it. This was during the day while I was out with Mum. I didn't reply because I was out, and by the time I got home she had opened a return request, so I accepted the return request, paid the return postage, thought no more of it. It's just arrived. I've refunded her in full. 2 seconds after I refunded her, she negged me. She left me a negative feedback saying, item was stained, no response from seller. I was refunded through eBay. You were refunded through me, love. I refunded you in the correct and normal and proper approved way. So I've messaged her saying, have you misunderstood? eBay didn't refund you. I refunded you. I did everything I should have done. I sent you a message which you didn't reply to. So I said, well, I was out at the time, and by the time I got home, you'd opened the return request, so I replied to that. I've requested the feedback be removed, but whether it will be or not, I don't know. But I'm absolutely livid. If you order something from eBay and it's not right, then you are entitled to your money back. That's fine. If the seller performs completely as they should and gives you your money back with no arguments, no issues, and as soon as possible, you don't neg them. They've done their best. The original mistake is lamentable. This is true, but we all make mistakes. If they do everything they should do in the right way to rectify that mistake, then you don't neg them unless you are a complete and utter cockwomble, which apparently this lady is. I'm a bit cross, can you tell? I think I need breakfast. I have photographed, I have bagged, I have tagged as much as I am able. Did I say earlier on that I've run out of labels and I've ordered some? I don't know if I said that or not. I'll say it again just in case. My label maker has run out of labels, so I can't tag everything, so I've ordered some on Prime same day and they'll be here later, and then I'll be able to finish that job. So in the meantime it's all bagged, which means later on I'll have to peer at these and try and guess which is in which one. That's silly of me really, but the ones at the back are all done and they can be put away. And I haven't yet had anything to eat. 11:45 and a bit peckish. I'm going to get dressed, go and find something to eat, and at some point I think I'm going to have to go to a shop because we are out of milk. So I think that's on me. I don't even drink milk, but I think it's on me to go and get some all the same. Finally got myself some food. It's about 1:30, I think, and this is the first thing I've had, really. So I've got a piece of my quiche, some chips and some salad, and the last bit of the coleslaw. I'm going to sit in the sunshine and eat this, and maybe watch some YouTube, and maybe not. Maybe just sit in peace, actually. Got a bit of a headache, and I've got a mooble. You right there, Moo? You want to talk to the camera? No, she's gone. She thinks there might be mice. She's obsessed with the idea that there might be mice in the shed. She might be right, there might be mice in the shed. Never seen them yet. But yeah, I've got a bit of a headache. That's what I get for doing actual work. Natalie's just come home. She's been sick at work. She thinks she's had a bit too much sun. So I can't open one eye properly, so I'm just stood there squinting. Yeah, it's all fun and games. I've also realised that up close I look like my Uncle John, which wasn't great. No offence, Uncle John, I mean he's been dead for years, but yeah, didn't realise how much I look like him. Good evening. It is about 6:30, I think. I'm on my plumbing. My knee is playing up today. I get a weird thing with my knee, where it feels like my kneecap isn't sitting quite right, and I know that's a really weird way of describing it, but that's the closest. Oh, I've got one of my scrunchies in that Christine made me. Yeah, it's the closest way I can think of to describe it is it feels like my kneecap isn't on right. Anyway, I've been to Home Bargains. Just put my hair down a minute. I've been to Home Bargains. I've done a little Home Bargains haul video which will go up at some point. I don't know when. I'm trying to space them out because I think there's too many of them, and yeah, people seem to like them, so who knows. I'm out with the dogs now. I've left it a bit later to come out with the dogs because it's too damn hot for them, but Buddy was really creating. He doesn't understand about it being too hot outside, so he's been creating for about an hour now. But we're out, and he's alright. Kai's here somewhere. Those two are there. Look, there's Buddy, there's Molly. Kai! Oh, Buddy's upside down, rolling. Kai's here somewhere. I had a bit of a nap this afternoon. I think I filmed a tiny bit at lunchtime, didn't I, where I said I had a headache. Yeah, and then Natalie came home and she'd been sick at work. I think she'd had too much sun at work, so she'd been a bit sick, so she had a nap. And I had one as well, but only sort of doze on the couch, nothing major. So yeah, that's been Saturday. It's been a bit empty. I mean, like I said, I've got some work done this morning, so that's all good. I'm waiting for my labels to arrive. I got them on Prime same day, so if they come this evening, I can finish putting the stuff away. And then tomorrow morning, it's a live stream with Lex. And next week, my car boots start. And I am really in two minds about whether to go along for the first one or whether to wait and see what the feedback is on their Facebook page about how the first one goes. But it's just such a temptation to go because that's what I'm missing most. I really need to cut the fringe. That's what I'm missing most is car boot sales. So really, really tempted to go. I don't know. But yeah, no car boot tomorrow, so I don't have to make that decision yet. I'll see you in a bit. It's about 5 to 8. I've got my microwave dinner. My labels arrived, so I've reloaded my Dymo and I'm going to carry on printing out my labels for this lot. Finish doing that tonight. And then I'm going to bed. I did not get an early night last night because I ended up on alcohol with aid until gone midnight. So I'm definitely going to get an early night tonight. And tomorrow is Sunday. Yay. Good morning on Sunday. I'm out with the tribe. There's two of the tribe. The third one was there a second ago. She goes like the wind. I had my headache all night. It started about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I probably mentioned it a couple of times yesterday, although I don't really remember. And it just stayed. It stayed all night. So I woke up this morning. I say woke up this morning. I didn't sleep very much. I was sleeping on and off. And then I woke up this morning. It was still there. So I've self-medicated with paracetamol, ibuprofen, Pepsi Max and biscuits, which is the dream team. And here I am getting some fresh air before going live with Lex at 10 o'clock. And it is now a shadow headache rather than a piercing one. It was one of those headaches that feel like somebody's actually just poking you in the eye with something sharp. So now it's just a kind of a blurriness. This eye still not wanting to open properly, as you can see. But yeah, no real plans for today. I need to put away the clothing that I bagged and tagged yesterday. I think I burnt my nose again. I'm just going to go through the rest of my life with a big red nose. Yeah, the clothing that I bagged, there's Molly. Molly's just reappeared. The clothing that I bagged and tagged yesterday needs putting away. And I want to try and do 10 listings a day again. I want to try and get back to some kind of routine of doing 10 a day. I've basically decided over the last couple of days that for the last few weeks I've been acting like I've been furloughed. And I'm not furloughed. I'm still self-employed. I'm still doing exactly what I was before. I need to carry on working. And I wonder if it's a reaction to the fact that half the world seems to be on holiday, and I know they're not. Before I get angry comments, I realise that half the world are still working bloody hard to keep the other half going, and the other half that are on an enforced break from work don't necessarily feel like they're on holiday. You know, that they're worried and upset. I get that anyone who is not on full pay is worried about it, and if your pay is like to drop even further, you're worried even more about that. I get all of that. I'm not dismissing it. I'm not sorry for you guys, you're having a holiday. But I think the warm weather combined with all the media pictures of people at the beach and so on and so forth makes you feel like it's holidays time. Which is fine, except I'm self-employed. I don't get holidays just like that unless I actually go away. If I'm here, I'm supposed to be working. So yeah, I'm going to try and address the fact that I've been behaving like I'm on holiday, and try and get back to doing 10 listings a day. And I've got a fairly empty week coming up. I don't think there's an awful lot. Well, there's not a lot goes on anyway, but even emptier than usual. So there's no reason why I shouldn't put that back into place. I need to get up in the mornings and get started, because the further it goes on through the day, the more gluey my brain gets, and the hotter it gets, the less I want to do. So if I get up first thing and crack on, that's much better for me. Much more productive that way. Molly, what are you eating, love? What are you eating? Probably not food. lunchtime. I'm not sure what. Maybe about 1ish. Maybe gone 1ish. Maybe about 1:15. Oh God, what's going on with the fringe? Anyway, lunch in the garden, and we've got KFC delivery because I had an Uber Eats code, and I really must cut the fringe, and because I deserve it. So yeah, boneless banquet meal for lunch. Uber Eats code, winning a life. Well, it's 20 to 10, and I'm afraid it's been a very dull day for waffle watching because I've filmed very little because nothing has really happened. I went back to bed this afternoon to try and sleep because I was so tired after my headache and whatever. Didn't really sleep very successfully. Now, as you can see, bags under the eyes like you wouldn't believe. So I'm going to go to bed. That'll be it for this week's waffle. I think it's probably going to be a very skinny one. It's probably going to be a bit of a diet waffle by the time I edit this tomorrow and get it up. But thank you for watching anyway. I appreciate you joining me in my weekly vlog. I hope you've enjoyed what little bit there is of it this week. And maybe next week will be exciting. Who knows? Maybe. See you soon. Bye-bye.